The Latics Football Phone-In, proudly sponsored by Legacy Pets. Being a Latics fan is for life, and so are our pets. No one wants to think about what happens when we lose them, but when we do, we need to know that both them and us are in good hands. Legacy Pets have worked with animals for over 20 years and understand what it means to have lost a beloved family pet. They're also Latics fans. So, if you do need their pet cremation services someday, they are dedicated to providing compassionate support just like we do on the phone-in. Visit legacypets.com and tell them that you're part of the Latics family too. Easy boy.
It's Thursday night. It's been alright. Gonna have your say on the football mad and sexy day.
Beautiful for Norwood. They might get on the end of it. It's Norwood. He's got it.
It's the football phone-in. The Latics football phone-in. It's the football phone-in. The Latics football phone-in. It's the football phone-in. The Latics football phone-in.
Like,
Uh,
we're on mute. Are we okay?
we're good. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, no, it's
Smooth broadcasting.
Smooth.
There we go.
Sorry about
Welcome
that. Sorry
to the
about that.
Latics Football Phone.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening, guys.
We have a call from Paris.
Hello. Good evening,
Hello,
guys.
Paris. Good evening, guys.
Available on the merch site. Hope you're all well.
There's the lyrics.
Yes.
Just in case you.
Yes. Remember the Disney thing? It's the football. How's your week been, Matt?
All right. Well, we've been all right.
Good stuff. I noticed that you've got some headwear on.
Well, it's possible new merch, Dave.
What?
It's Latics karate style.
Karate bandana. You're
Bandana.
very Daniel Russo.
Yeah, I found it in there.
Yes.
Bit of material, and you
So
said,
does.
well, put it around your head like a bandana. I was like, great shout.
It's a good look.
It's a good look. Right. Well, we could talk shite all night.
We could.
But we're not going to. We've got a guest lined
Yes.
up. We've just featured on his podcast under the Abbey stand, which is Cambridge United.
The second best university after Oxford in the country.
Possibly, yeah. I don't know if Jules went to university. We could ask him, or we could talk about football. We'll see.
Maybe. Let's do it.
We'll see. But let's bring Jules in from under the Abbey stand. Hello,
lads.
Jules.
How are we?
Hello. Good.
Great, thanks. Yeah. See, the camera was working fine. I don't know what was
It's just
why
Zoom,
it wasn't
Zoom.
why it wasn't on. I don't know.
Yeah. So how are you, Jules?
Yes, I'm good, thanks, lads. Cheers for having me. I love the theme tune there. That'll be in my head all of tomorrow.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah,
cracking.
we do
Thanks. We co-wrote it with my friend Matt Berry.
Yeah.
Not Matt Berry from IT Crowd, etc.
No, not him.
But, yeah,
The real Matt Berry.
the real Matt Berry. Yeah. Yeah, so it's all good. So I mean, it was a nice intro, but then obviously I forgot to add those to the screen, so it's not as smooth as
We're
as it all
just
looked.
a slick operation.
Well, we were just on you. Well, we've just been recording for your podcast, haven't we? As well.
Yeah, we have.
and
Yeah. It's good to chat, although obviously without the camera, so all old school audio. But it's lovely to actually see you both. I am loving that merch as well, by the way. That's brilliant.
Oh,
You'll have
yeah.
to hit me up with a supplier for that. I'll have to need
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, sexy merch. We
If
need
you
to
stick
review
around,
some.
if you stick
we've got-
around, we do have a
we've got
jingle for that.
hot, sexy merch.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I think this could take off. We'll
Do you have
see.
any retro shirts like mine, long sleeve? Do you have any retro?
I do somewhere, but not in here. In the other room. Yeah, I mean, every year, like more and more, my missus tries to get rid of more and more of them. So I'm sort of down to the last few now. But,
Don't let her get rid of
bring it
them.
on.
Don't get rid of them. They hold the value. I've got
he-
about 43.
He would rescue his match worn shirts before his wife and
Children have to. Yeah. Shirts first.
fair enough.
Yeah, kamikaze Matt. So anyway,
we need to talk about some of the stuff we were just talking about. Maybe focus a bit more on Cambridge, though, as you just focused on us on Latics. I was just saying to you how I watched the game on Tuesday night, Cambridge United versus Shrewsbury, because Latics' game against Barrow was called off. And I was not impressed by Cambridge United, a team who are unbeaten in 13 games and have won 5 on the bounce. So was it just a bit of a blip, that performance? Yeah, presumably you've been far, far better than that for the last 13 games. You got a last-minute penalty, a little bit lucky. But what's been the secret to the success of Cambridge United? Up to third, absolutely flying.
We are flying. I mean, you're right in everything you just said. That isn't representative of the 13-game unbeaten run last Tuesday night, because it was absolutely dire. I think we're trying to sort of cling on to the positives that good teams or teams that do well at the end of the season, that end in the right sort of end of the table, find a way to win games like that. We were off it all night. I mean, you don't have to have watched us before to tell that we were off it all night. We had no creativity. I thought Harris's subs off the bench were a bit strange. He wasn't quite sure what he was doing. He was just chucking attackers on without any idea. We actually got worse, I thought, as well, in like the last half hour, which was that was almost the most worrying thing. It wasn't like we were knocking at the door for 10, 15 minutes and then the pressure finally told. It was a bit of it was just a moment. I actually thought it was a pretty blatant pen, but I thought we were lucky to even be in a position to get a pen, if you see what I'm saying.
What was it given for? Was it for
handball? His hands are up here when he's sliding.
Yeah.
Cruz fans are all like, it's a blatant pen, but didn't deserve to win the game, which I think is a pretty fair summary. But I think in a way you kind of earn the right to win games like that when you've won 4 on the bounce beforehand. Second half against Tranmere, we were pretty poor first half against Tranmere. We got a wake-up call. They scored just before half-time. This is on Saturday, just gone. And then we scored 4 in the space of half hour. We were brilliant in that spell. Really sort of let the shackles off. And you asked what the sort of secret to the 13-game unbeaten run is. I think probably the most impressive thing about it for us is how many different ways we've played in that time. If you go all the way back to when it started, which is November time, we drew 0-0 back-to-back at Salford and at home to Barnet. And you could tell that we'd started the season pretty inconsistent, like flying under the radar, 12th. We're pulling up no trees. We were so inconsistent. We didn't put together back-to-back of the same result, losses, draws, wins, until November. So we weren't backing anything up. I guess in a good way, you're not losing twice in a row, but we're never backing up any wins. And you could tell that Harris went quite back to basics. In those first 2 games, he was like, shut up shop, like give away absolutely nothing, concentrate on making this even tighter a defence than it already was. And then as the run's gone on, we've become so much better going forward. There was a game in December, we played Chesterfield at home and then MK away back to back. And he really let the shackles off. You could just see the way we started playing going forward. So in that whole spell, we've answered so many different types of questions. Like we Walsall came to town, we dominated them. We went 1-0 down to Fleetwood pegged us back when we were bossing them, found a way to win that game deservedly. Even Tuesday night, you're thinking this is like really stern test in the way that they're just backs against the walls and we had nothing for it and we still found a way. So to answer your question, I think it's kind of the impressive thing has been the combination. It's not just been a case of resolute defending. We've also shown we can be pretty decent going forward as well. Not that you saw it on Tuesday night, obviously, but hopefully that was the blip.
Who's your standout man then? Who's one to watch?
Well, at the moment, Sully Kai plays on the left. He plays anywhere across the front 3, really. He's the sort of player who's been around that I'm sure your fans will have come across somewhere or other. He was at Blackpool, MK Dons. He's a Palace youth player we had on loan 10 years ago, and now he came back last year. This year, Harris just loves him. Like he always talks about how much he rates him, how much he likes him as a man and as a player. So he puts a lot of faith in him, and he lets him. He's got a lot of sort of license to be creative. Scored a brilliant free kick at Fleetwood the other week, which I'd recommend seeking out. And he's a sort of player that can just create something out of nothing. He's the sort of player that a game like Tuesday, nothing's happening. Kai's the man you're putting a bit of onus on to create something. So Kai's probably the guy. He's well in form, scoring a lot of goals and contributing a lot. So he's probably the one to watch out for.
It wasn't really coming together on Tuesday night, but it seemed like you like to try and get the ball down, play it out from the back, play it up the pitch, rather than just lumping it. That seems to be your approach. It wasn't really coming off.
No,
but sometimes
I was just going to say, sorry, that's the funny thing about this run. It's like we've become a different team at different points throughout it. So we've got that in us to go route one. That's what we were doing at the start of the season, 100%. We weren't stringing any passes together. We didn't want to. In fact, Harris was playing like a manager who didn't want to have the ball. He didn't want to be asked questions.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah,
Sounds familiar. Yeah.
He wasn't interested. We were playing well when we played a team who wanted to dominate possession and we could play on the break and go route one. In that time, though, we've changed in that respect. So you're right. Like we have become a side that that likes to have the ball, is comfortable having the ball.
Yeah.
And you asked about players, someone who's important for that, who played badly on Tuesday. In fact, got booed off, which was crazy. I thought. Totally separate thing, but you know what football fans can be like. But Pelly Ruddock, who was playing for Luton in the Premier League a couple of years ago, and went through all the divisions with Luton. And he's a sort of player that over the course of a game, like he just holds it together. He's like a bit of glue in the middle of the park. When we play like that, Ruddock's someone who's really important. If he plays well, we're kind of playing well.
Yeah. Sometimes though, when you play the teams down the bottom, it kind of brings out the worst in a team, doesn't it? We've seen it often. You know, like you tend to play better. You talk about playing Warsaw. We played them twice this season. We thought they were shite both times, Warsaw, but they're starting to slide now. Yeah. You guys are on a really great run. Do you think that you'll be able to be consistent, carry that on? Do you worry that maybe you've kind of peaked now and it might sort of drop off? Because what tends to happen in this division a lot is teams go on a really good run, then they drop off a bit, and it's kind of all about timing, isn't it? As to when you hit that good run, are you confident that maybe a playoff is kind of like a minimum, but you're going to push for that top three?
I think at this stage for us, and trust me, we're not a cocky fan base at all. At this stage, we've seen enough of the division to think playoffs should be our minimum expectation, really. And we've put together this run now. And the thing is, you're sometimes with unbeaten runs, you know, there's that classic old thing where you get worried that the team's more worried about maintaining the unbeaten run than actually going and winning games and risking losing to win a game, if you see what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
We've kind of done the flip of that because we're 5 wins on the bounce at the end of the run, or hopefully not the end of the run, but you know, later on in the run. So I think I am confident that I think we've got enough in us as a team, as an 11, and we're pretty well stocked for injuries at the moment. I'm intrigued by there should be 2 more players coming in. I don't think before Saturday, but probably last day of the window or after Saturday, just to bolster the squad. Because one lad who's out injured is Adam Mayer, who's been phenomenal for us all season, and he's out for a couple of months. So I think there's a bit of worry about that, and also the big question we've got, and we were just talking about it for you guys, it's the same situation, it sounds like, is we lack a goal scorer. We've got Shane Lavery, who is brilliant. He shouldn't be playing in League Two, no question, but he just can't stay fit. So he plays half hour at the end of games, really. And when he comes on, he's brilliant, no question, but he can't be relied upon for more than 20 games a season. So it's that thing of like, you're waiting for him to break down, and then who's going to take up the mantle of scoring goals? That's probably the worry that's in our heads a little bit. In the short term, though, I've got to say, Saturday is very tricky. We look at Oldham as you're the only team to beat us at our place. Really mean defence, always a difficult place to go. We look at Saturday as like properly difficult fixture. Forget 16th in the table. It seems much harder to us than that. But after that, we play Harrogate, Crawley, Bristol Rovers. So part of us is like, get through Saturday, probably take a point, and then you've got 3 games to attack, and you're looking at 17 unbeaten. And by that point, you'd think you're pretty solid in that top 3 conversation. So,
and isn't
how's Corey Smith getting on for you?
Oh, sorry.
Corey Smith is he's done all right. Ex-Oldham lad. Yeah, he's done all right. He's kind of been a victim of the situation a little bit because he played a lot last year in League One when we got relegated, and we were awful last year. So no one liked any of our players. So he's kind of still got this he's got this sort of like question mark above him that's kind of not his fault. He's injured at the moment. Actually, he might be back Saturday. I was just listening to the presser, and I think he might be fit Saturday. So you might see him off the bench Saturday. But he's done all right. Reception. I wouldn't say he's pulled up any trees, but he's done okay.
Yeah. So is you're closing down on a record? Is it 16 unbeaten? A record? What is there's a record? I saw. I didn't pay much attention to it, but it was a clip on Twitter. But he said they're going for a record, 16 unbeaten. I don't know if that's an EFL record or.
Someone said this to me earlier, and they said it was an EFL record, that if you get to 17, no one's ever done that. Yeah. But then, can that be true? Surely someone's done 17 unbeaten at some point, somewhere in the EFL.
Yeah, I would have thought like someone like when Burnley went. Burnley.
Yeah, or like Norwich when they won the
yeah,
championship, or
yeah.
Huddersfield or something.
Yeah.
I would have thought someone had done it, but I think it
It's
might
still
be a club record. But
it's bloody
still,
impressive anyway. I mean, if we were 13 games unbeaten, like, I mean, it'd be absolutely
pandemonium.
But I mean, the thing is, it's not the unbeaten thing. You can go 13 games unbeaten and pick up 13 points. That's nowhere near enough. You've got to win. You've got to win games, enough games, haven't you? When we got relegated from League One in 2018. We drew far too many games. Teams were struggling to beat us, but we just weren't putting the chances where we're drawing. We've drawn, I think, 11 this season. It's a fine line, but you've got to be winning the games, and that's what happened with you guys on Tuesday. You just managed to nick it right at the death.
It's an unforgiving league as well, isn't it? If one mistake, it's like the National League's a bit. You got a little bit more. You get a few more chances, but if you play a good team like a Swindon, Gillingham, people like that, you don't. You've got to take your chances when you get them.
Yeah. Well, do you know what's funny is obviously we've just done 4 years in League One, and for us, it's the opposite of that. We're like in League One, we're punished at every single opportunity when you're playing Rotherham or whoever. That's a bad example now because. But to your other point, it's kind of that thing about if you're trying to go up, you want to turn ones into threes like we did on Tuesday. Yeah. If you want to stay up, you want to turn zeros into ones, don't you? So it's it's that old rule, and that's the thing. We are winning games, we're converting them, and we're sort of like I say, we're passing every test. And Saturday's another different type of test because it's a genuinely decent side with really good defensive records. So it's maybe the last sort of test on this run of a different sort of side we're playing, and we'll just have to see how we go.
Yeah, we managed to dodge Bromley when they're still in a great run of form, but their game, we were supposed to go down there on the 4th. That got cancelled for the weather. Notts County was supposed to come up here. We played us off probably the only team to really play us off the park when we played played down at Meadow Lane earlier on in the season.
Yeah, they did that to us.
But apart from that, we've really held our own. We've won games where we've not played so well, but we've managed to nick a win. So it could be. It really is. We both, when we were on your pod, we both went for an Oldham win because you got to, aren't you? But but it could go either way on Saturday.
What's your prediction?
Well, I was going to say it's funny because we might be one of the. I don't know what other fans think of Oldham. I haven't asked, but. We've got Oldham in such high regard because you're the only team to beat us at the Abbey all season, and your defensive record that we've said a million times, and especially when you had young Mickey Mellon up top, the junior lad, who I think everyone kind of rates from various loan spells. We played against him a few times. There's this expectation that Oldham's one of the trickiest fixtures on the card. So when I looked at the league table just now, I was like, "What are you doing down in 16th?" Because for some reason I've got you higher in my head than that. My prediction, I'm going to go route one with it. I think it's going to be 0-0. I think both.
Goodness me!
I think both managers are going to play for a point. I definitely think we will, and I just think it might be a bit stodge. I think there'll be nothing. If anything, I think it'll be one of them where you've sort of affected the game more, or tried to win the game more than us, and we're sort of quite happy with a point on the road. Keep the unbeaten run going, move on.
I just hope it's not as poor a game as that one that we watched on Tuesday night. Hopefully,
anything,
hopefully, if it's going to be a 0-0, let's at least have an entertaining 0-0. But I mean, it could go either way. If we get the first goal, we are more likely to win the game. Although we didn't on Saturday. I think it's the first time on Saturday where we've gone ahead.
We see 28 games. It must be a club record, that, mate.
Yeah,
it must be. No, there's no chance. Surely teams have gone more than 17. 28 games they went. Wow.
Yeah, and of course, the Arsenal went all season without getting beat, didn't they, in 2000, 2001? So
it's not EFL though.
No, I know.
Technically,
I know. And listen, Jules. So 0-0. Looking forward to that 0-0 bore in the cold. Mm-hmm. Are you going up to Boundary Park on Saturday?
I am coming up Saturday. Yeah, first time for me actually. I think we crossed paths a couple of years ago, didn't we? I think you beat us 3-1 at your place. I remember. I think we had a keeper. We had David Ford in goal that day. He got lobbed from about 40 yards. I don't know how well your fans remember that day. Can't remember who it was now off the top of my head, but I did make it that day.
Yeah,
you have to look it up.
It's been the Kuhl era, that.
It must have been Kuhl when we were last in League Two, on it just before we went down. It would have been then.
The game that sticks in my memory was when you had that Dave. What was he called? The ginger lad.
Dave Kitson.
Yeah, he scored a goal, and we scored in the last minute. It was a 2-2 draw. And Dean Holden, the defender, scored 2 goals that day. Dave Kitson scored, and I can't remember. He had like a stalwart attacker up front with him, and he was like dead small and nippy. I can't remember his name, but
it was my era. This, there's people on my pod whose era this is who'll be kicking me for not getting this, but I don't know, someone like Omaritza or
here's another one that's out.
Tom Youngs, that was the one.
And there's another one that was out.
He passed away recently, unfortunately.
Did he?
Terrible, yeah. He had
oh no.
He had autoimmune disease, yeah, which
absolute
ledge.
He was a class player, him.
Yeah, he was, yeah.
Oh wow, I didn't know. That's
a shame.
Oh, sorry, that's a sad note to
it is. It's a sad note to end on. But listen, enjoy your trip up to Oldham. Have a safe journey up, all the used fans. We've got, I don't know if Dave put this up before, but Rob went to Cambridge early this season, friendly fans. So I'm sure you'll get an equally friendly reception when you come up to Boundary Park. But hopefully we send you packing with no points. And that's we need the points just as much as you do. We're going to mount a push for the playoffs. Yeah, I think you said about where we're surprised that we're 16th. I think we'll finish higher than that. I don't know if we'll have enough. We need to probably make a signing or two before the window closes, but hopefully we'll have a bit more in the tank and we'll have a bit of an exciting end to the season. Starting off by getting your unbeaten run and putting it to the sword, ideally. No offence.
No. Well, look, best of luck. It's great to have Oldham back in the league as well. I mean that genuinely. And
thank you.
Best of luck.
Nice. Well, you're going to go off and record the rest of your podcast now, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. It's non-stop. This is so if people an EFL podcaster, in it, we deserve to get paid more.
Well, I mean, this is our first season as EFL podcasters for a while.
It was Luke Guttridge who scored. Actually.
Luke Guttridge. Yeah.
Goodness me! And Darren Sheridan scored an own goal, so I think it was Dave Kitson who headed it, and he hit Darren Sheridan and went in. Goodness me! Wow.
Goodness me.
We scored in the 90th minute to draw again, and you were like bottom of the league then, I think, as well. It was like 2001-2002 season.
Roy McFarland on the way down, I think. Yeah.
And then Dave Kitson went to Reading the year after. Yeah,
that's right. Yeah, and all that money disappeared. We never knew where it went. Anyway, every club's got a story like that, haven't they? Sell your best player for generations. And
worst of luck on Saturday, but best of luck for the rest of the season, mate. So thanks very much for joining us.
Cheers, mate. Pleasure.
Yeah, good to talk to you, Jules. All the best. Take care, mate.
Bye-bye.
Nice one, lad.
Bye.
What a lovely bloke.
Lovely guy. Yeah. So, yeah. 0-0.
Well,
that's the prediction.
It was 3-2 at weekend, and if anyone's feeling down, here's some...
When we get a good beating, all it takes is great healing. When we get a good beating, all it takes is great healing.
Dave, what do you recommend for fans who have still not got over the 3-2 defeat to Barnet on Saturday?
A pint of bitter.
Oh, a lovely pint of bitter.
Yeah.
Ideally served at room temperature.
Yes, with a bag of pickled onions and pork scratchings.
And would that be like on your own?
Yes.
By a fire in a pot?
On your own.
With a paper or?
With an Observer and a Pink and a Daily Sport.
Or a Razzle.
Yeah.
Why not?
Absolutely.
I'm going to try a Razzle.
Yeah. Do you still sell that?
I don't know. I've got something you can borrow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay. So we chat to Nathan. Nathan's been waiting very patiently in there. If he's ready to talk to us.
Hello,
Hi,
boys.
Mate.
How are we?
Hi, mate. You okay?
Very well. Yeah. Thanks for waiting.
No, it's all good. It's nice to be back on your platform again. Honestly, it's a pleasure. Always been a pleasure to be on this platform with you guys. It's honestly, I can't ask for any more.
Oh well, it's nice of you to say so.
Really
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
What did you make of the? What did you make of the Cambridge caller? They're on a great run. He reckons it's going to be 0-0. What do you reckon?
I mean, I've not seen Cambridge play, so it'd be the first. Obviously, I'm not going to watch it because I'm up in Blackpool. But all I'm going to say, Cambridge, is good luck to you. I mean, we are. To be honest, I might sound a bit toxic, but we're actually playing pretty well. I mean, we got Cambridge this weekend, and then we've also got Fleetwood at home. So we've got 2 warm games if you think about it.
Yeah. Well, that's it. We need to make the most of our home games because we have struggled at home.
So the
season.
So the way I'm looking at it is, if we can get a point from Cambridge this weekend, that'll do me.
Yeah.
That'll do me. But then I'm going to go for Cambridge, obviously. I'm going to go 3-1. Kane Drummond. Yeah, Kane Drummond.
I hope you're right, mate. I hope you're right. Who's going to get second goal?
Joe Garner.
Yeah, not a bad shout. And third?
And then third, Tom Pett.
Tom Pett.
I know, Mike. I know.
He doesn't score that many, but when he does score them, they are a light relief, aren't they? It's good. I like to see him score because he does work hard, and unfortunately, he gave away that penalty where he should have put his head there where it hurts, doesn't he? And
I thought we played pretty well on Saturday. On the whole, I thought we were really unlucky to lose the game, Nathan.
Yeah, I mean, the way I'm looking at it is now is I see Mickey Mellon is a decent manager. He's always been decent, but he's dropping Fandop too much.
I think Fandop he's a good impact player. I think he brings something different, and I think dropping him sometimes gets the better reaction out of him, and especially against Cheltenham, he looked well up for it, and he's more up for it when he's dropped at home, when he comes on at home, because he's got all the crowd behind him. So I think Mickey Mellon's been quite cute about it and doing.
There is an argument to try Fondop and Garner together, though, isn't there?
Oh yeah,
because
they work.
That's the one I'd do. Joe Garner and Fondop up front.
I wouldn't be bothered if he tried that, but I think Drummond has earned
the pace
as well.
It's the pace.
So look, I think it's a good headache to have. You want to be, you don't want the side to pick itself.
No.
I think Garner starts if he's fit. We've got a little run. Obviously, we had the Tuesday night game cancelled, but we do have a run of games. We've got Saturday. We do have a Tuesday game coming up, but we've just got Saturday games. We've got 3 home games out of the next 4.
Yeah.
So these are really important. We need to get some home wins.
These 3 points.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need at least 7 points out of that 4 games.
I'm going to ask you a question now. I'm going to ask you both a question. Where do you think Oldham will finish in the league table?
14th.
I can say that.
We've lost him. I'll answer his question. He might come back. We'll see. But I think I'm still pushing for up near the playoff places, mate.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, I'm not. I don't reckon. I don't think it's guaranteed by any stretch of the imagination. I'm hoping that we had that 6 games unbeaten. We lost that game against Barnet. If we can bounce back and have some good results, just keep ticking it over.
What about that?
You never know.
Graham Gallagher, Drummond, Garner, and Fondop up front.
Well, yeah, but I don't. Where do you play? Who plays down the middle? Who plays either side?
I'm just thinking. What do you think about it?
Well, that's what that would be my question.
A 4-4-3. I think you might struggle as well because we won't have a goalkeeper, would we?
The extra man, I'm all for. Extra man in midfield.
4-4-4.
Yeah, so a 4-3-3. We draw
a 4-4-3.
I think if you're going to play 4-3-3, you'd probably have Fondop down the middle and then 2 off either side of him, like a Stevens and a Drummond.
Stevens and a Drummond.
I don't think Garner works in a 4-3. We're gonna have to kick Nathan out there because
Nathan, it was a brilliant call.
He's
Thank
disappeared.
you.
There we go. Right, let's bring Abbey in. He's waited patiently as well. Hello,
Abbey.
Evening, guys. You all right? Sexy day, Mark.
Yeah, all good, mate.
Yeah, good, mate. You?
Yeah, I'm okay. We just need to start with getting some games on and start winning.
I'm liking the new profile picture, by the way. Really liking that. It's a really good one, that.
Yeah, thank you, Dave. Dave is my fan favourite alongside Mike Funder.
He is. Garner is going to go down as a hero in United.
You were bigging him up to Jules on the Cambridge website.
I think
on
he's
Cambridge
a legend.
Pod, but he is. I love him, mate. I think he's fantastic.
You know, he scored that penalty in the playoff final, and he gives everything, doesn't he? And he's coaching now, and hopefully he sticks around. And Fondop, we've got some good characters now because years we just had players in and out, and we had different players every week, and
didn't have any heroes.
We didn't. And Garner's a hero, Monthe's a hero.
Yeah.
You know, you've got
Fondop.
You know, Conlon.
And look, and other players as well who I think some of the new signings
Hudson
who are coming into their own.
Hudson.
Yeah. Look, there's lots of really, really popular players in this squad. We can't name them all.
We cannot. But Drummond is a fan's favourite. I think he's got the crowd behind him. A lot of people.
And look, I think that when we put our best team out, I think it's. I like all the players. I like them all.
Breaking news: Matt likes all the players.
I do. I like their attitude. You can pick holes sometimes in the finishing, and some of the players, they're League Two players, so they're not the best of the best, but they're good players on the day, no doubt about it. Their attitude's really good. They work really hard. I think if you're going to start slagging them off, it's.
Don't bother coming.
Well, you know, you can be critical of performances, absolutely, but I think on the whole, they're a good bunch of players that we have in
and it stems from Brabin, Mellon, you know, the coaching staff. He's got them working to his tune, really, hasn't he? He demands hard work. You can see that, can't you?
And if they're not giving it, then they're not featured.
Go by the wayside.
Yeah.
Alex Reid gone.
Have you got any? Have you heard any rumours there be about new signings that might be coming in? We've only got a couple of days left.
Yeah, there's a few names going around. Will Harris and all sorts of names. But we have to wait and see who comes in. But they have to be the correct player, not like a rush signing. But my main factor is that if we are going to make something out of our season, we need to start winning our home games. And I believe we can win our home games. And like Matt's earlier pointed out, he's not ruling out the playoffs. I believe that the playoffs are still there if we can put another good run together and just go for it. Simple as.
It's a real shame that we didn't get to play Barrow on Tuesday night because Barrow are really poor. They're really struggling. They're right in the relegation mix. So I think losing that game against Barnet, fair enough. Brush yourself off, crack on. If we'd have taken 3 points at Barrow, then our total we'd be on 38 points. We'd be up and around Gillingham in 13th, and right back in the chasing pack. So we're only a couple of wins away from getting back into the chasing pack, and I think the confidence within the team will be high enough, and I think that they'll be chasing it. They certainly won't give up chasing the promotion place. So why not? And I think beating Cambridge, who are on such a good run on Saturday, would be a great boost, wouldn't it, for everybody?
Yeah.
But then we've got a tough run here because we've got Swindon away then, which is going to be really tough. Then we've got Fleetwood at home and Bristol Rovers at home. So you'd have to fancy us against Bristol Rovers and Fleetwood, but Swindon away, that's a tough one. So the next two games are really tough, I think, Cambridge and Swindon.
Yeah, Matt, we shouldn't be fearing anyone because on our day we're good enough. And we just need to be positive. But these few days are massive for Mickey Mellon to get the right goal scorer in. Apparently, he's saying he's found somebody. It could be called Staunton, who knows? But whoever it is, it needs to be a proper goal scorer where we can be happy about and go for it. Simple as. And overall, I'm happy with our process at the moment at the club.
Yeah, same here a bit. Same here. I mean, it's going to be tough to get a really, really good signing in January. It might be somebody that kind of comes in a bit under the radar, or somebody a bit of a surprise package. But we'll see. I think as long as the main thing is that the team are creating chances, because there's no point a goal scorer coming into a side that doesn't create chances. So as long as our dead balls have been pretty good, Woods' set pieces have improved.
They've drastically improved.
And as long as we're getting the ball in the box, which we are doing, then we'll see. But
did anybody go to Dale Harris' funeral today?
I was at work, unfortunately. I couldn't get the time off.
Apparently it was very well attended. I couldn't make it today, but apparently it was very well attended, which of course is obviously a good sign.
Did somebody go?
I would imagine so.
I
There was
thought
a number of people from the club there. Yeah, I would imagine so.
Yeah.
But you know, he was very, very well known, well liked young man. So I'm sure there was.
Yeah,
There was
it's such a tragedy. I just don't want
Yeah.
to go into details out of respect
No,
for his
no,
family. but
No, exactly. But
no,
like, yeah,
Dave, I'm saying I won't go into details,
Yeah.
which I'm going to respect.
absolutely, yeah.
But he was a
But yeah,
lovely
look-
man because I met him a few times at the club. He was a smile on his face, and he was already willing to help anybody day and night, which I loved.
Yeah.
It puts things in perspective. If he done it, it does, you know. And it's very sad, but hopefully, all those who were there give him a good send off, and obviously it's going to be a very hard time for his family and friends.
Yeah, definitely. Dave, have you stopped using X?
Pardon?
Have you stopped using Twitter, the X?
I go on it sporadically. I don't like the people on it, if I'm honest, and the fear mongering, and I just don't like Elon Musk either.
It's not. It's not a great place.
Yeah, definitely. Look after yourself. Thank you for having me on, and speak to you next week.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers.
Take care, Abbey.
Bye-bye.
See you, mate. Shall we shall we have a little word from our sponsor?
Yes.
The Latics Football Phone-In, proudly sponsored by Legacy Pets. Being a Latics fan is for life, and so are our pets. No one wants to think about what happens when we lose them, but when we do, we need to know that both them and us are in good hands. Legacy Pets have worked with animals for over 20 years and understand what it means to have lost a beloved family pet. They're also Latics fans. So, if you do need their pet cremation services someday, they are dedicated to providing compassionate support just like we do on the phone-in. Visit legacypets.com and tell them that you're part of the Latics family too.
Easy boy. Dave, come on.
Yeah, hi. Yeah.
Just chilling now, weren't we?
Yeah.
Right, but before we bring Chris in, before we bring Chris in, we've got to play this. We forgot, haven't we?
No pass. He's got no hair, but we don't care. He's got no hair. He's got no hair, but we don't care. He's got no hair.
This player was 5'10" tall, or 1.78 meters in metric.
Does that mean he's now grown?
He might have
shrunk
shrunk with
now
age.
dead?
Well, no, he's alive. he's alive.
He was 5'10".
He was when he played for Oldham.
We can't confirm he still is.
I can't confirm.
We don't know,
Nobody can confirm that.
No, we don't know, do we?
Depends what shoes he's wearing.
Exactly.
Or boots.
Yeah.
Because they're quite high, aren't they? Studs?
Yeah.
Anyway,
so there's
get
your first
thinking
clue.
caps on.
You're thinking cloths on.
Bandanas.
Right, let's have a chat with Chris. How do?
Hello, how are we?
Great,
Yeah, not
thanks.
bad, mate.
How are you?
Yeah, good. It's been a few weeks. Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Bit late for that, but there we go.
Late for that, yeah.
Definitely too late for that.
All right.
Not been a bad one though, Chris. In Latin terms, has it?
I've supported for 30 years. I know you two are slightly longer, but I don't remember a better Christmas. I think there was one time under Richie we played well over Christmas, and other than that, I can't remember one.
Yeah, beating Wigan under Richie 2-1. Lee Duxbury double. Oh, brilliant!
Yeah. Was it a header?
It was a header. The header. No, he scored the header, and then he scored the. It was like I think in net was Derek Stilley for Wigan, and that's and it trickled past. It was one of those like 50-50s, and he got there, and it just went over. It was a frosty pitch. It nearly got called off, and it just rolled into the back of the net. And do you remember Carl Griffiths, or was he called Gareth Griffiths, the Welsh defender for Wigan? He did everything but stop the ball. He ended up in the back of the net, and all the Wigan fans were in fancy dress. And it's a really bizarre game because Andy Ritchie put Mark Hottie to mark Simon Howarth, the big tall striker for Wigan, and Sean Garnett on Andy Liddell, which was like Sean Garnett was 6'4" and Mark Hottie was like 5'10", and Simon Howarth was like 6'3", and Andy Liddell obviously was like 5'10". So, and then he swapped it like into 70 minutes into the game, and then we absolutely like nullified the attack. But
random
yeah, it was
memories
good.
you've got there.
Good.
mate.
That's good.
That is to me one of my earliest memories of being a Latics fan. I mean, I missed the pinch me years, but that storming header from Duxbury, that's one of the things that's etched in my mind. I remember the header, it was brilliant. But anyway, yeah. I've got a question about this because, you know, I ask a lot of fans about where they think we'll finish this year. And we've got a lot of fans saying, yeah, playoffs. There's one thing that's bugging me, and I'm hoping to get an answer from you two to put my mind at rest. So let's say now we have a good second half to the season, we make the playoffs. It might sound a daft question at first, but what are we hoping happens? If we
make the playoffs?
If we make the playoffs, what are we hoping happens? Because I know what the obvious answer is. We win them. And knowing Mellon, you just know he's got it in his bag, and he's going to win it if we get to the playoffs. The problem is, I'm actually a bit scared about us going up again. I just don't think we're ready. And I know the romantic side of it is, yes, we'll be back in League One. We've had 2 straight promotions. Mickey Mellon worked his magic. I just wonder what happens when we get to League One, because I just think it'll be a mess. I think it'll either be, we'll go straight back down, because the squad we've got right now, it's not good enough. It's not. And then, it's either that, or we'll be scrapping around for loan players. We don't have the budget yet. So, I get the playoffs in the moment. We get to Wembley, brilliant. We go and win them again. That'd be fantastic. But when the lights come on the morning of the 5th game, you're thinking, shit, we're in League One now. Like, I'm just a bit scared that we'll fall into the same trap that we did 20 years ago when we got into League One and we were like the longest serving club in League One, because the model was crap. The model was the same every year. We scrapped around for loan players. We bought the wrong players. We just couldn't get a squad together.
I don't know. I mean, to be honest with you, I think getting in the playoffs, I don't think there's any guarantee that we're going to go up. I think it'll be really, really tough. There's some good sides in there. I think it would be a great experience. I think it would be a great experience for us all to experience disappointment in the playoffs, because I think that's a really important part of building up that spirit and desire and momentum.
He's a playoff specialist, though.
Well, yeah.
And that's actually my fear. I fear we creep into the playoffs last day of the season on goal difference, and Mellon does it.
Like Blackpool did against us. Like, they snuck in, didn't they? And then it was right.
I think being in League One is a good problem to have. I think it's the kind of problem that you want to deal with. I mean, I get that we are a little bit behind where we need to be. But if we could get up there and we could survive in League One and build a bit of momentum,
and I'd be 15th. Oh, you take it all there, wouldn't you?
Yeah, but I mean, I'd tell you what I'd rather do, if I'm perfectly honest with you, is I'd rather go up as League Two champions.
Oh no!
I'd rather win the league, go up automatically, and we're not going to do that. Maybe next year or the year after. I'd rather do that. I'd love to actually. I don't want to go through the play. I just think it's
premature to go up this year, and I don't know how it affects the club going forwards. I know, like I said, it's a no-brainer being League One, but I don't know long term how it affects the club.
I don't think we're going to go up this season, to be honest. I mean, I've been saying that I hope we get in the playoffs, and maybe we will. Yeah. I don't think we'd win the playoffs, to be honest, but I'd love the season to go all the way and have something to cheer. But I'd rather win the league. I'd rather see our trophy cabinet.
Double Wembley visit, 2 Wembley visits in 2 years.
The thing is, I mean, what's the chances of A, doing that and B, winning? Yeah, but yeah, I'm a bit like you. I don't think we're ready. I don't think the club, like financially and all that kind of stuff, may be prepared for League One. So, but having said that, promotion would be fantastic. I'm not going to turn it
yeah.
Just want to say as well, in my 30 years of supporting this club, I don't remember liking the squad as much as I like this one. Like, just in terms of the honesty, the work ethic, like, they bust a gut for us every week, win, lose, or draw. I mean, I was gutted when we lost at Barnet, because we battered them for at least 60% of that game. And we came away with a loss. But
and why? Because we consolidate
about it. Because we're in League Two, we are not going down. not a chance. Quite happy with the fact we'll be watching at least League Two football next year. And we're full of players like Drummond and Fondop and real workers. I love it. I don't remember liking a squad this much. And I think that's another fear I've got. If we go up, do we have a transfer hall and maybe lose some of these players? And I don't know. I just love this squad the way it is. And I'm actually really enjoying this season.
I think in order to get
Stop doing that with your bandana.
I think in order to really kind of to have momentum in League One, an ideal scenario would be. Sorry, Dave. You know what? I'm flirting with you.
Stop doing that. Looking at me.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, momentum's really important going into League One, and so ideally, that's why I'd love to finish as champions, be absolutely firing, have a fantastic season, be really, really in the routine of winning, and all that kind of stuff. I don't want to be in League Two for very long. It's not our level. We need to be back in League One, but there's no perfect way of doing it. Like last season, we were talking on this show before we the playoffs, thinking there's no chance we're going to make it up in the playoffs. We've been shite for the last however many weeks, and then boom. So you just never know.
Yeah.
You never know.
I think we lost the game on Saturday because we didn't go for the jugular, and we had Barnet on the ropes, and we just wanted a draw, which I was really disappointed with, in my opinion. I don't think we
split the draw.
Yeah, correct. And we had the chance. We had the chance.
Well, I was talking to James Beatty, who's been on the podcast, and
the ex-England Southampton.
That's right. Yeah, no, the Latics fan. Who used to go to St Margaret's.
James Beatty.
James Beatty.
Right.
Yeah, he used to go to St Margaret's and Castlemore like me, and so I've known him since I was a kid. But he was behind the dugout at the weekend, and he was saying, look, he said the message from the bench in that last 10 minutes was to get up the pitch, was to attack. Well, it wasn't to sit back. And I was just, I felt that it was the players. It wasn't a change in formation. Yeah, he changed the personnel. Yes, he put Drummond out wide, but the players that are on the pitch still have a job to do. The instruction wasn't to sit back, and I think that they just kind of they did for whatever reason.
Gassed out.
There's a player mental psychology and sometimes whatever. But look, the sucker punched that goal. It was really a lucky goal. A draw would have been absolutely fine. I'd been more than happy with a point.
Yeah.
So it's just one of
them.
We move on. It's football. It's one game of 46. Don't matter. But what I take away from it is that
2 goals away from home, played well.
2 goals away from home, we played well. What more do you want? You're not going to win every week.
No.
We're new in the league.
Good.
I think sometimes just need to remember.
What's your prediction for Saturday, mate?
We were playing this time last year away from home. It'd have been garbage teams in bad stadiums.
Ebbsfleet.
There you go.
Yeah. Right, so we're going to move on to Jordan next, mate. But give us your prediction for Saturday. What do you reckon?
I reckon 1-0 us. I don't think there'll be many goals, given Cambridge's, the defence is pretty good. So, 1-0 for us.
We'll take it. Right, cheers, mate.
Cheers, mate. Thanks again.
Cheers, mate. Bye.
See you later.
He does make some really good points, Christian, doesn't he?
Aye.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get rid of that comment. No, I've not been to Turkey. No.
You can't afford it, guys.
No.
But if you want to subscribe to the pod,
then help us out. What else can we do, Dave?
Merch.
Let's do the no hair question.
Right, okay,
What's the second no hair question?
Okay.
No hair. No hair. He's got no hair, but we don't care. No hair. He's got no hair. He's got no hair, but we don't care. No hair. He's got no hair.
He started his career at Wilmslow Albion.
And he was 5'10".
Yeah.
Wasn't Right, let's talk to Jordan.
Jordan.
Hello.
Hello, lads.
Yeah, you.
He looks well excited to be on, doesn't he? You okay?
I am, yeah. First time caller, lads. So trying to look cool.
Yeah, well, it's working.
It's
It's not as cool as me, obviously, but
No,
not with
clearly
this.
not. Not got a bandana, have I?
With his bandana
no, it's
on.
not. No.
Is it Dave?
It's stop it. What do you want to say, mate?
Just kind of a bit of what Christian was saying. Like we've got some proper cult heroes in this team, and I just love it. I love the fact we're going to look back in 20 years at some of these players and just be over the moon that we were there to watch them. So your Joe Garners, Manny Monfs, Drummond, Fondop. Like Fondop gets a lot of crap done for not being technically the best, which is fair. But he is the leading goal scorer of this century. So we've got such a good team of hard-working sort of cult heroes that you can't help but like them. And the best thing about this team, like I'm with you, Matt. I don't think we'll go up this year. I almost don't want us to. If it happens, great. But I love the fact that this year we're going to be that horrible team that we'll do the double over teams that are doing well. So we've got the chance to do the double over Cambridge this weekend.
Yeah.
Granted, we've done the double over Cheltenham. First time round they were crap, but second time round they were in really good form. Yeah. So we're that horrible team that are just beating teams and they don't like coming here. And we've got a great chance at the end of the season as well to be the Grim Reaper, because in the last 4 or 5 games we've got Shrewsbury and Newport. So I'd love to be that horrible team that they come to our place with the hope of staying up and we send them down. I'd love to be that team.
God, Jordan.
And I think
ruthless.
I think we're that team.
Don't we have Salford near the end of the season?
I would love
if
to
we could piss on their chips,
consign them to the playoffs.
That'd
be so good.
It'd be lovely to knock them to 8th, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
it'd be so good to consign them for another season in in League Two. Oh, it'd be so good. Last minute winner.
Equally, they could do the same to us at that stage of the season by denting our playoff hopes or whatever. But the one thing they won't be doing.
Got to beat Salford.
One thing they won't be doing is sending us down.
Was it last time we beat Salford was under Kewell? It was Kyler Davies done double, wasn't it? They scored first. They had Disaveri up front, didn't they? And then we loaned him later on in the season. But
why are you asking me as if I'd remember?
Well, I thought you were Stato.
And he couldn't hit the side of a barn for us. Couldn't hit the side of a barn for us, that Disarriva. He's doing all right at Dale, isn't he? But he was shite for us.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think there are characters, and I think that was the thing that for such a long time, obviously with the relegation and all the subsequent issues that we had.
Oh yeah.
And I think the hero worship of John Sheridan as well was as much as anything was like we were so desperate for a hero and a legend, and now we've got them in abundance, characters, and it's the attitude. And we're not talking about the greatest players we've ever had. We're not saying that these lads are up there competing with the teams of the late 80s and everything. But they're good players, they're good, honest pros. They work really hard, and they're part of a good team, and there's a foundation there to build on next season. Yeah. We're nowhere near the finished article, we know that, but there is a foundation to build on, and hopefully next season we can, if we don't make the playoffs, we can at least make the playoffs. It's
like Colin put that video out with him doing his rehab, and do you know what I mean? It's just got good, honest professionals, and will he get a new contract? Most probably not. I wouldn't have thought so.
It's a gamble, isn't it?
It's a bit of a gamble, or he it'd be good if he got 6 months to prove his fitness.
It's a real shame for him because, like, he deserves, on his performances and his professionalism, he deserves
his captain season reminds me like Duxbury-esque now. He's one of those Milligan. He's
pro.
Yeah, he's a really good pro, and he's a good guy as well.
But football's brutal, isn't it? Yeah. You know what I mean? You're talking about young guys here that have invested all that effort and energy and time to be in a pro, and then it can just be cut short like that. So it's tough. But I think
it's a bad injury as well. To say, did he break his leg and the cruciate as well? Was it like a break?
I thought it was just his
cruciate.
It was. Yeah, it was. It's a shame because he was really getting into the season. But then you've got, it's up to Woods then to step up in that role. And I think on the whole, I think he's done pretty well. Like some games he's been. I think like there are some games when he's really, really carried that midfield. He's everywhere. He's running around like a madman, like winning tackles, getting off the ball. He doesn't do everything right.
He's like he's got wheels.
Yeah, I'm a bit torn with Woods. It's on with him. I mean, he's got the quality that no one else has got in that midfield. He can get the ball, he can turn, he can pass. He's really composed. But at the same time, he looks like if he could be bothered to get himself fully fit, because I don't know if he's fully fit, if he can bother to get himself fully fit, he could really stand out. And like you say, he looks like he's on wheels. He looks like he just floats around the midfield.
Maybe he's
really
struggling.
slowly.
Maybe he's struggling a little bit because I mean he's played virtually every game since he's come in. So he's got to be up. He's got to be up to speed.
He also tends to get a stupid yellow card as well, doesn't he? He does like get, and it's like 60 minutes. He's getting the yellow card. You're thinking, oh my god!
Look, I think he's done well. I think he when he plays well, the team plays.
But Hammond's due back. Hammond's due back.
Good. Like the more players
And
we've
Kane
got,
Taylor. I'd like to see more of him. He looked decent, didn't he?
Yeah. So we've got a squad, and we saw last season that if your squad is fit by the end of the season, you can call on all your resources when you need them. Then that can really that can really
if the
help.
squad's fit, they can all have a chance.
They can
of
all
playing.
play, but not all.
Not all of them at the same time. Yeah, only 11 can play.
Jordan, you know how it's your first time calling? Did you do it because
Yeah.
you wanted to spin the wheel of wonder?
No, but I'd love
Say
to.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Gets admiring glances, 'cause it's the wheel of wonder. It's time to take your chances and spin the wheel of wonder. Spin the wheel, can I touch it? Spin the wheel, I wanna touch it. Spin the wheel, let me touch it. Spin the wheel, let me touch it. Spin the wheel, spin the wheel of wonder.
Thank you to Sun on the Sands, our proud sponsor.
Absolutely. Sponsoring what is a premier
The
icon.
Wheel of Wonder.
Yeah. So as you
This
know,
is the only live football phoning platform where this game is ever played.
yeah, it is. I've creased it, which I'm a bit annoyed
You
about.
creased it.
Yeah.
You creased the wheel.
Creased the
Still
wheel.
lovely.
It is beautiful.
I thought you said you greased it then.
No, I also grease the wheels of industry, Dave.
Yeah.
So this is the Wheel of Wonder, as you know. We have our sponsors, Sun on the Sands Holidays. They're giving away a holiday at the end of the season in Camber Sands in one of their lovely accommodations. So that's if you get this, you'll enter the draw for that. If you get this, you'll get a mystery prize,
Yeah. Ooh.
or a mug, or a T-shirt.
Yeah. And Jordan is overwhelmed by the looks of it.
I know.
Right. On three, shout. Ooh, one more. Can't have them all. Don't be greedy. On three, shout, spin the wheel. 1, 2, 3.
Spin the wheel.
Dun, 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 dun. Spin the wheel.
Oh, it's
yes.
a T-shirt. There you go.
Yeah.
Lovely.
And just to remind you of what T-shirts are on offer.
Oh, that was very well done.
Just have a look at this.
It's hot new merch, sexy merch. It's hot new merch. It's sexy, sexy, sexy merch.
Visit weareoldham.co.uk/shop now to see our brand new range of hot, sexy merch.
It's hot new merch, sexy merch. It's hot new merch. It's sexy, sexy, sexy merch.
It's sexy merch, but it's not new merch
It's
anymore
hot
because
new
I haven't
mer-
bothered
it's
to do
old
anymore.
new merch.
It's old merch, but it's
Oh,
still
very
sexy
merch, though.
So,
So
yeah,
just let us know in the DMs on Twitter, X, or Facebook.
any of our socials. Just
Yeah,
get in
just
touch,
get in
Jordan.
touch.
Will do.
Do remind
Will
us
do, man.
because otherwise we won't. A, we won't
Yeah,
know where
it
to
took
send
us-
it, and B, we'll forget.
It took us 3 years to give Emily hers after a lot of abuse off a boyfriend.
Yeah.
So yeah,
But she did
apologies.
eventually
She did
get
get
a
a-
cracking pair of melons
because
t-shirt.
she does have
A cracking pair of melons
yeah,
t-shirt.
a big love of Oldham Athletic.
And
I was going to
melons.
say and melons. Yeah.
She's got the t-shirt now.
Dangerous ground, that.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
you can imagine the email off a boyfriend. Yeah, he's here now. I'm only joking.
yeah.
No.
So, have you got any more football-related points that you'd like to make, Jordan? Have you
Just
got a
one
prediction
more,
for Saturday, or go on, give us your point?
Prediction for Saturday, I'd take a draw, but again, I'd love us to be that team of shithouses that just beat the big boys. So I'd love a 1-0 win, but I'll take a draw. And the
Are you
only
going to
other
the game?
point was
Are you at the Juice?
probably not. Sadly, I coach under 13s team, and it clashes
Right.
quite a bit, which is a bit annoying at times. But yeah, I'll get there if I can.
Well,
But
the
yeah,
children
other
of the
point
future,
is-
Jordan.
They are indeed the future. They're a half decent team as well, and they're playing all right. So I can't miss them for Latics. Do you reckon Joey Garner could go on to be the David Ayres and play till he's 41?
Yeah, hopefully.
I think he's.
If we stay in League Two, yeah. If we go up, nowhere.
I think his sort of like general fitness, his attitude, his hunger, and his desire to play,
and his dashing good looks,
and his ability are all still there. Whether or not the body parts that are the most the weakest, his knee, ankle, penis. You know, whether he can, he's susceptible, aren't you? He needs a bit of luck, doesn't he?
He does, especially with that ankle penis.
You're not wearing that bandana again because you're flirting.
I'm putting it too tight.
You're talking about our guests' melons.
I'm putting it too tight, and it's like the blood restriction to my brain or something. Yeah, so I'd love him to, especially in League Two. I think he can definitely do a job, but it just depends on it how lucky he gets with injuries. I mean, earlier on this season, I was saying, look, if he can't stay fit come January, we're going to have to make room in the squad for somebody who can stay fit. But he's been fit and he's been playing really well, and it's great to have him in the team. So
I think that's been a genius. He keeps giving him 6-month deals because he always plays brilliantly when he's coming up to being out of contract. He starts scoring goals. So just never give him a long-term contract.
Keep him hungry. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Right.
Good stuff. Thanks for the call, Jordan.
Don't forget to
good luck to your under-13s on Saturday.
Yeah.
No, I will. Yeah. Cheers, lads. See you in a bit.
Nice one. Thanks for calling. Call again, mate.
See you later, mate. Thank you.
See you later. Bye.
Right. We have had somebody guess the correct who's got no hair, but we don't care.
Have you got a third question in there?
There is a third question. His nickname was Skull.
Skull? Is that because he has no hair?
No, because he likes skeletons.
Right. This week's got no hair
is Sir Daniel Whittaker.
There we go.
Look at the bounce of the light on his head there. He looks very old there.
He does, yeah. It's not a very flattering picture, is it?
I met him once.
Did you?
Yeah, I was an assistant referee for Macclesfield versus Vauxhall Motors. Yeah. And he was a lovely guy. And we talked about his goal against Leicester at home. Do you know when he did top bins? Leicester went 1-0 up and then he took it from outside the area about 25 yards out. Top bins.
No, I mean, I know it was at the
and he
game,
remembered the goal, and he said it was one of the best goals he's ever scored in his career.
But Bob, you got it. You were the first in one of the baldest men in football. Brilliant. Yeah.
In more ways than one.
No hair anywhere. Absolutely hairless.
No armpit hair.
Yeah. No, he was very. He was a very tenacious midfielder, wasn't he?
Well, I liked him.
I liked him. Yeah. But he really has got no hair.
No.
He was 5'10".
He was 5'10". He started his career at Wilmslow Albion.
Yeah.
And on that bombshell, we say adieu.
Oh, we've got no outro video, so I'll have to do it. I'll have to do it. Oh no, I could probably do it. Can I do it that way? Do it that way? Just fill time there.
Yeah, absolutely. Anyway, See you later, guys.
We'll be back for the podcast on Monday morning.
Yeah.
Are you with us next week, Dave?
For
the
of course I'm here. Yeah.
Because it's just coming up to.
God, it's not like I miss any.
It's coming up to Six Nations time.
No, I will be here. But yeah.
Okay.
You know it's Six Nations. I'm very proud.
Bye, Dave.
Bye.
Hey, Dave, did you know that listeners can now buy us a coffee or any other kind of hot beverage?
Ooh.
What's your favourite hot beverage, Dave?
A macchiato.
And how do you like your macchiato?
Black with lots of milk. Oh.
No cream?
No.
Well, if you want to buy Dave a
macchiato,
then go to buymeacoffee.com/We Are Oldham. I'll just have a Nescafe.
Ooh. Thank you, listeners.